this is what would happen if you were stranded in Antarctica for 50 days straight. Now, this was both the thumbnail and the kind of video idea was based off Mr. Beast's 50 Days Stranded in Antarctica. So if you haven't seen that, go watch that. Because I tried to put my own twist onto the thumbnail. I tried to make it similar at the same time too. So I didn't want to completely copy it, so it's a little different. But the first thing that would happen is you automatically notice the change in temperature. By the way, this is a sequel to my last video, if you got stranded in the desert. So yeah. You automatically notice the change in temperature, especially if you're coming from like Florida or Hawaii. You'll notice that it's a lot cooler. And after a couple hours, you will probably freeze to death. I know that's pretty gruesome, but I don't think generally anybody could last 50 days without warm clothes. And you will get hypothermia, and you will freeze if you don't have the proper clothes. You could probably last about 1 day if you had heavy winter clothing. But after that, you'd probably either be attacked by penguins, maybe, if they're not friendly, or polar bears. Polar bears are the main guys you want to watch out for. And you just won't be able to find shelter, food. If you came unprepared, probably a couple hours. And then you'll either freeze to death or lack of thirst or lack of food. It mainly be freeze or rarely polar bear attack. But it mainly be freeze to death. It probably wouldn't be lack of food because you can go a couple days without food and like 2 days without water. You can go like 10 days without food. So, yeah, it'd probably be freeze to death or attacked by a polar bear. And you probably couldn't last the full 50 days.